I'm CEOFoxtrot, and I'm back down here in the state of New Austin to show you guys a few more locations that I wasn't able to show you the last time I was down here. Now I know that many of my past few videos have been based in New Austin lately, but I just wanted to do one final New Austin video for you guys before I moved on to other areas of the map. So today, I'm going to show you 7 things players could stumble upon in the area of New Austin. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm currently camped out here in Rio Bravo near Rio del Lobo Rock, and if you're ever out here, you could stumble upon this cool burnt out area where it appears that the trees have been struck by lightning. To see more on that, I'll leave a video by Chiefo Network in the description below. But urban legend has it that this scene could have actually been caused by Francis Sinclaire's time machine, because he had a mural in his house in story mode that had a wagon being pulled by cows in the upper right hand corner of the mural, which has not been seen anywhere else in the game other than this location. If you want to know more about Francis Sinclaire and his time travels, including his connection with the Epsilon program in GTA 5, I'll leave a link to that video by WhizL in the description below also. It's some incredibly interesting stuff. Alright, let me show you this location on the map. Let's move on to the next location. Now, many of you may have already stumbled upon location number 2 because it's laying here just off the side of the road, but it's still incredibly odd nonetheless. Here we have a fully exposed set of sperm whale bones just laying out here in the middle of the desert, and how this whale or these bones got here is not known. Sure, at first thought, one could say that this entire desert was completely under the sea at some point, but the only problem with this theory is that when these deserts were completely underwater, it's very likely that sperm whales didn't even exist yet. And if you're not buying that, then how do you explain the other set of whale bones which are located up in the mountains of West Elizabeth, which I'll show you in another video? Urban legend hints that UFOs might actually have something to do with these bones being here, but I'm definitely not going to open up that can of worms for this video. But however these bones ended up here, it's a pretty cool Easter egg to stumble upon. Now let's show you this location on the map. Alright, let's move on. I'm heading off the path here just northeast of Oddfellows Rest in Cholla Springs, where you can stumble upon something pretty cool. And this is a bit of a surprise for Red Dead Online if you've never seen this before. This is called the crashed airship location, and you'll discover this failed winged glider. And this is not the only one in the game. There's actually a second failed flying machine located in West Elizabeth, which I'll show you in another video that covers that area. It looks like that's where he took off from, and then crash landed here. This craft was flown by an inventor named Charles Kinnear, who was a stranger side mission in Red Dead Redemption 1. I'll leave a link to the video of his full flight by L2PN in the description below. Let me show you this location on the map. All right, moving on. I just arrived at Rathskeller Fork in northwest New Austin, and you'll definitely want to stumble upon this location whenever you're in the area, simply because there are more free horse supplies in this single location than in any other location on the map. Every once in a while, you may encounter an active gang holding down this location, but most of the time you won't find anyone here. But let me show you what you will find here. If you walk over to this first crate in the stable, you'll find a bunch of horse loot, including a box of classic oatcakes, a bottle of horse medicine, a bottle of horse stimulant, and a bottle of horse reviver. And horse reviver cost a whopping $9.50 when purchased from the store or catalog. Now when you walk over to the second crate, you'll find another box of classic oatcakes, a bottle of horse medicine, a bottle of horse stimulant, and a bottle of horse reviver. Let's take a walk over here. And be very careful for these goats. They're very unpredictable. And you will take a hit to your honor if you kill these goats. So if you walk over to the back corner of this property, you'll see this cool little carrot garden. And there's something even cooler about this garden. Uh-oh. Like I said, keep your eye on these goats out here. Anyway, what's even cooler about this carrot garden is that there are actually carrots here for you to loot. Just step over to this barrel and grab a few carrots. Carrots are great food for your horse, in case you were wondering. So be sure to check this garden whenever you're out this way. Alright, let's sneak by these goats to the other corner of the property where there are often collectibles available. Let's take a look. Yep, here we go. An antique bottle of Scotch whiskey. Nice. Okay, I have one more thing to show you on this property before we move on. Oh, and unlike most towns, you are able to kill these domestic chickens without lowering your honor or getting a wanted level. Oh, come here, you cute little billy goat. There, now you know how it feels. Well, now I'm feeling a little bad because I think he was just protecting his little chicken friend, but I was never going to kill him. But if you come over to this third corner of the property, you'll find this barrel with what else? Even more horse medicine, horse stimulant, and horse reviver. So I'll grab those and we'll continue to the next location. Let me show you where this is on the map, and we'll get out of here. Who was that? Okay, we got this fella here getting his groove on. Let me go over here and check out these serious moves. Not bad at all. Shout out to Garbo McGee for being a great sport. I'm just north of Cholla Springs, directly up the hill from the Pleasance House, as you can see here, at a discreet location called Rattlesnake Hollow, which probably got its name from the shallow caves in these rocks, which I'll show you in a moment. Now when you come up to this location, there could be absolutely nothing here, or there might be a gang hideout holding down this spot, or you might just find a vacant camp like you see here. So if you come up here and it's completely empty, stick around the area for a few minutes and see if something spawns in. Looks like we got some alcohol or moonshine barrels being stored in this shallow cave. Looks like there's also an upper level to this camp. We'll go up here and take a look. Got a couple of kerosene cans. And we got a couple of barrels of Guarma rum being stored in this shallow cave. Now let's head back down and I'll show you a second section of this camp just over on the next hill. Now remember, if you come up here and don't see anything, don't think you're in the wrong location because this camp or the gang hideout will need to spawn in for you to see it. I'll show you this spot on the map, then I'll show you the camp section next door. Just remember that Rattlesnake Hollow is directly north of the Pleasance house. Alright, let's head next door. Now in this camp we have some confiscated crates, another kerosene can, and more barrels of Guarma rum being stored in this shallow cave. But check this out. This shallow cave is a little bit deeper. I'm pretty sure that this cave is the actual Rattlesnake Hollow. Alright, let me show you this spot on the map real quick. Then we'll head over to the 6th location. Okay, let's head out. I feel like something's agitating Big Scout, so I'm gonna have to check on that at our next stop. So here we are making a pit stop so Big Scout can take a rest, which happens to be the 6th location that you can stumble upon in New Austin, and that is McFarland's Blacksmith barn. Now I feel like Big Scout may have had a bad horseshoe from being up on those rocks at Rattlesnake Hollow, so I came here to the Blacksmith barn to do a quick horseshoe repair. Alright, we'll let that cool off and I'll show you this location on the map and we'll head over to the 7th and final location of this video. We're smack dab in the middle of McFarland Ranch. Okay, here we go. Alright, for the final thing that you can stumble upon down in South New Austin, I'm at a little shack on the water called Brittle Brush Trawl, which is a location that I've been wanting to include in a video for some time now. There's really something extremely special about this place that many of you may not have noticed as many times as you've probably been here. Now, of course, if you walk out to the end of this dock and you look up the San Luis River, you'll see the beautiful, majestic Manteca Falls, which I'm sure you've probably noticed. But when you look directly across the river, you see Nuevo Paraíso, which is Spanish for New Paradise, and it's also known as Mexico. But did you know that you could see the military fort called El Presidio, which is Spanish for the prison? Here's where I am on the map. I often dream about heading over to Nuevo Paraíso with Big Scout, and maybe I will. after I changed that horseshoe. I hope you guys had a good time stumbling upon some cool things with me in New Austin. If so, know that all of my videos on my channel have this same type of experience, so be sure to check them out. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And make sure you subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. And don't forget to hit that bell to receive alerts.